Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Ford Ranger LARIAT in the color red. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood you have the turbocharged 2.3-liter L4 engine. It is automatic transmission, gets up to 270 horsepower, 310 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 7,500 pounds. Up front you've got your LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Across the front bumper you have these little round divots. These guys are front parking sensors. You also have towing hooks up front here, and then across your front grille up top is the Ranger logo. Onto the side, you've got the 18-inch alloy wheels. There are running boards installed on this unit, and then you have your Ranger LARIAT badge on either side of the front end. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring, and if you look at either one of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple. This guy we'll talk a bit more about on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting. In the back, we have the bed lamp turned on. This guy can also be turned off. And the middle panel of your rear windshield is inset a bit. That guy, we will be able to look at the controls to open it from the inside. Across the back of the bed, you have a soft tonneau cover. Across the back of the unit itself, you've got the little backup parking sensors, just like you have them in the front. Across the back of the bed itself is the chrome effect Ranger logo, and underneath of the rear logo is the backup camera. To open up your bed space, reach in and release the handle here to let this lower itself back down. Might even need a little encouragement if it is a little bit cold. Now, all the way in the back of the bed, you have the Ford logo there. Aside from that, in the back here, we have the tie-down hooks as well as bed rails. To close it up, just reach down and bring your tailgate back upwards into starting position. Lastly, to point out, on both of the rear tail lamps, you'll be able to find your Ranger logo inside there as well. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So inside here, the interior upholstery is the black leather. You also have black and gray stitching on the seats. In between the two sides, there is a folding down armrest / cup holder, which, as you can see, you can easily tuck that guy away if you want to increase your seating capacity. Then up top, there is this little control. You can use this if you want to slide over this middle panel of the rear windshield. Now, looking down below, you're able to find this little fabric strap down below. If you reach and release this guy, you'll then be able to lift this seat upward to access storage spaces underneath. There are storage on both sides across the back of the bed. You can choose to keep this in the upright position like so if you need to gain more access to these. And if you wanted to come back down, you just pull on the same strap, and then you're able to lower it the rest of the way. Now, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have a little cubby space and your charger ports down below. And currently, we have your Wrangler rubber mats installed in the unit. In the door, you have your storage space down below, power window midway up. Next to your handle, you have your power lock system. This is on both sides in the rear as well. Now back to this little dimple. This guy indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can simply tap your hand on or in the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, you've got power windows here for both front and back, as well as your window lock. Up top, of course, power lock system. Inside, you have power adjustable seating, back, front, up, down, lumbar support. The back support, though, is manual. It is on the corner here just to adjust the pitch of the seating. Then, hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of the dash. Top of that, controls for your headlamp lighting, your dash brightness, and that rear bed lamp. Lastly, up top is where you have the controls for your side mirrors, which include the ability up top here to fold the side mirrors in flat with the body of the unit. Taking a closer look at your steering wheel, it is black leather with black stitching just like the seats. Left-hand side here, controls are for the dash display. Then, of course, you have everything for the cruise control down under that. To the right, you have your volume and hands-free communication, and then radio controls up top. On top of your dash, you have this little storage space, and then underneath is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now, you're looking at the home screen where you've got lots of different options available to you. Inside of this, on the left, you have your navigation, which you can find in the middle on the right here. So navigation, it is fully touch sensitive for ease of use. Then inside you also have access to your audio connection up top, so you have audio all the way to the left. This includes AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional adapters throughout the vehicle. Lastly, inside of the home, you have access to your phone connection, which is right here. So this is for your Bluetooth connection for your phone as well as hands-free communication. In between the audio and phone is your climate display, so if you want it a little bit bigger, you can put it up there. It also exists down there. We'll take a look at that in just a sec. Then next to the navigation is your apps. So this is where you can find mobile apps. You have the XM travel link, and you can add devices in here too. Lastly, you have all of your settings. You've got settings for sound, clock, Bluetooth, phone, Sirius XM, your 911 assist. You have the navigation, mobile apps, general, automatic updates, Wi-Fi, Ford Pass, your vehicle display, voice control, valet mode, and lastly, you have it for ambient lighting, which is a little bit hard to see inside in the daytime, but trust me, it stands out nicely at night. Under that, you have your four-ways, and then we have the climate control center. So, dual climate control up front here, you have the temperatures displayed on the top of the screen. It'll make it maybe a little bit easier if we just look at it on the screen up top, as it just displays much of what is down below. So dual climate control up front here, you can have it turned on or off. If you have it turned on dual, then you can allow each side to function independently. If the dual is turned off, they will then function together in unison. You have your controls for your mode as well inside of here. Then you have all of your fan controls. Underneath, you have controls for the defrost for front and rear windshield. You can also put it on max defrost to the front if you want to, and it will crank your fan and temperature all the way up for you. On each side, there are 3 levels for heated seats for both the driver and front passenger here. On top of this, you do have some radio controls, tune scroll on the right, volume control on the left, push start ignition next to this. Underneath, you have this storage space down below. You've got 2 different 12-volt adapters and your USBs all the way to the back. Then you have your diff lock controls, trailer brake controls, and sensors as well as traction control. 2-wheel for high and for low dial. You've got your gear shift there. Behind that is cup holder spaces, and then you have the console itself. So inside, of course, just general storage all the way in there. To the right, on this glossy finish, you have the Ranger logo on the right-hand corner. Down below is a lockable glove box. Up overhead, you have the overhead lighting controls and sunglasses compartment. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Ford Ranger LARIAT in the color red. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.